Hey y'all, welcome back to Backroads and Barking Dogs. Today we're talking about something that only makes complete sense if you grew up in a small town. Because small town kids lived a whole different kind of childhood. Nobody wrote down the rules, nobody explained how things worked, but somehow we all lived the same stories, just on different back roads. And if you know, you know. Before you could ever get away with anything, somebody already knew exactly whose kids you were. You couldn't act up anywhere, not the store, not school, not even riding around, because word traveled faster than you did. Half the time your parents knew what you'd done before you even walked through the door. Small town accountability was real. Now let's be honest here. How many times did we tell our parents we were spending the night at someone's house, only to end up somewhere completely different? I remember nights where we said we were staying over and somehow ended up sleeping in my car behind an old school. And at the time, that felt completely normal. No fear. Just laughter, late night conversations, and the feeling that the world belonged to us for a few hours. We didn't always have money, but somehow we always had enough. We digged through the seats under the floorboards and in cup holders, collecting change just to put gas in the car. And if we were lucky, maybe enough left over for a pack of smokes, back when they cost about $1.15. And honestly, finding enough coins felt like winning the lottery. Small town fun didn't require much planning. I remember talking a friend into doing a full dance around the car while we sat at a red light. No phones recording it, no social media, just us laughing so hard we could barely breathe while traffic waited. And somehow nobody thought twice about it, because small town boredom turns into creativity real fast. And then there were the moments you couldn't make up if you tried. Like leaving a friend's house and suddenly realizing the tire had literally fallen off my car. Not flat, gone. Only small town kids know the combination of panic and laughter that happens in moments like that. Because somehow even disasters became stories you laughed about later. Small town friendships ran deep, sometimes maybe too deep. I can remember convincing a friend she probably needed to fight another girl. Because back then, loyalty meant standing behind your people no matter what. We weren't always wise, but we were always loyal. Back then, the fanciest plans we had involved whatever was affordable. Colt 45 and night train. Whatever cost the least and lasted the longest. It wasn't about the drink. It was about the feeling of independence, sitting under open skies, talking about life like we had it all figured out. Looking back now, I realized something. We thought we were just passing time, just being young, just figuring things out. But those moments were shaping us, teaching us friendship, freedom, resilience, and how to laugh when life didn't go as planned. Growing up in a small town meant being known. It meant stories that followed you, memories tied to roads and places that still feel familiar years later. And even now, when I think back on those nights, sleeping in cars, digging for change, laughing at things that made no sense, I didn't think about trouble. I think about freedom, about friendships, about a time when life felt wide open and endless. Because small towns don't just raise kids. They give you stories you carry forever. If you grew up in a small town, I know you've got stories just like these. The kind that make you laugh now and wonder how you survived them back then. And maybe that's the magic of it all. We didn't know we were making memories. We were just living them. Well, thank y'all for sitting on the porch with me today. And until next time, keep your heart open, your tea cold, and don't mind the barking dogs?